Hey guys, so I wanted to introduce myself since we are going to be hanging out all week. I'm actually in my Sunday night PJs. Usually I'm all dressed, but I thought I'd get comfortable and I would do this video Sunday night because my Monday morning is pretty hectic, and I wanted to make sure that sometimes I know a lot of you guys, first thing in the morning, you check in to your groups as a part of your power hour. So welcome to this group of Diamond Week. I am Kim Lima, in case you don't know who I am, and I am a personally sponsored coach of Danielle Natoni. And I joined as a coach, let's see, August of 2013. Seems like a long time ago, but time actually does fly. And so how did I get involved with Beachbody? This is the power of social media. A mutual friend of Danielle and my friend liked her post. And of course that, because her thing was set to public, I saw it and I was just more intrigued about her smile. And I know everybody always knows Danielle for her abs and all that other stuff, but for me it was her smile, and she was talking about being at Summit, and I believe she had just quit her job as a teacher, and I was a former teacher. So all of those things made connections with me, and that's why we always talk about, you have to talk about something other than fitness because you need to connect with people on different issues. And so, of course, I followed her, and I used to be on Twitter a lot back then, and I saw she had a Twitter account, and I would be posting pictures of me doing Insanity and post and say, hey, I did Insanity today. And at the time I had no idea she was friends with Shaun T or she was in the Insanity infomercial. Like, I just woefully didn't know anything about the whole Beachbody community at all. And she asked me to be in her challenge group. She asked me to be in her group, and I was like, what's that? Like, she didn't ask me to buy anything or do anything, and in fact, it's actually kind of funny now, but when I eventually did buy Shakeology, I bought it off of Amazon. And I was like, hey, I bought that Shakeology you wanted me to buy. I was like, I got it off of Amazon. And like, I can honestly tell you, like, she did not even say, like, you should have bought it from me or anything. She was just like, hey, great. She probably wanted to strangle me, but that wouldn't have been the first time. And then, I joined her group and I met a lot of these amazing ladies. And it was honestly the first place in 40, I guess I was 41 back then, 41 years, like, I felt like, wow, I can be myself in here. Like, nobody knows me. I can really just let loose and be honest. And and I met like all these ladies, and I got to be excited about working out, and I got to stay consistent, and I got to share at that time that I was a bulimic, and nobody really knew, not even really my husband, about that. And I guess that was the first thing I noticed. I think I was like 10 days in, and I was just like, I'm going to the park with my kids and it's 3 o'clock. I'm usually sleeping at that point. And I just knew that Shakeology was different and the whole atmosphere was different. And, being around women who supported you rather than kind of tearing you down was pretty amazing to me. At that point that I joined the challenge group was probably when I felt the worst about myself. I just kind of was like at a crossroads, like, is this what life is about, and that kind of thing. And it really started to make me feel fulfilled. And Danielle asked me to be in a coach, and I told her no. And I continually told her no. And I think like one time she sent me the link to, she's like, okay, she's like, well, you just have to buy this, because I wanted to get Asylum and I wanted to continue with Shakeology. And, and it's the reason why we tell people to follow up, because I am one of those people that's like a pain in the ass and, like didn't follow, didn't like remember to sign the link and do all this and stuff. And I happened to meet her in a Boston airport. because we happened to be traveling at the same time. And it was really funny because she didn't tell me she was traveling with Scott and Shaun T. And I thought, if you want to sign a coach or whatever, like, wouldn't that be nice to have in your back pocket? Like, oh, I have Shaun T with me. And she never said that. She never used that. To try to get me or whatever, and and I always think her intentions were good and whole, and I got to meet him. And when we flew home that night, I just thought it was like a sign that I really need to do this. And so I signed up, I think August 24th of 2013, and then I proceeded to have a blockbuster career. And I didn't hit Success Club for 5 months. And I say that because I know a lot of you might be, you're not a success starter, you're not somebody who's hitting Success Club and whatever, and maybe you're 3 months in and you're like, this isn't for me. And I can tell you that if you looked at my career at 3 months and I quit, hey, maybe I should have quit because I didn't sell challenge packs. But it was only until I was 5 months in that I started to understand the business and really take it seriously. Before it was just like, hey, I just, I want to help people and all this other stuff, but I really never learned the business. And, back then we didn't have Coach Basics or anything else like that. Like, you guys that are new coaches are blessed that you have all of this information at your fingertips, because we didn't have that. And so Danielle did this November series, which was every day. It was just a little bit learning about your business, and I learned about what a success point was, and I remember she made us write out our downline. And it was just me at the top. And I was like, and she was like, I don't care if it's just you. I want you to write. So I had to write a circle with Kim and 2 legs and nobody on those legs. They were the saddest legs ever. But I'll tell you, I have never written out a downline like that again, because I was bound and determined that that was not what it was going to look like. And by the end of November, I signed my first coach, and then I signed my husband, I think, and I became an Emerald coach. And then it just sort of took off, and it really took off because I remember I was in Trader Joe's, and I just was like, I'm going to stop giving a shit, about what people think. And because I really wasn't talking about Shakeology. I mean, I was talking about the programs and stuff and whatever, but like when I got to Shakeology, I just was like, eh. And it was because I was really afraid that people were going to think that I was trying to sell them like a weight loss shake, and that they wouldn't believe me. And then I remember I was in like Trader Joe's, and I was like, I'm going to follow up with this lady, and I'm really going to tell her how much Shakeology is important to things. And from that point on, I don't think I've ever sold a program without Shakeology. And sometimes it's like a switch in your head that goes off when you are like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to believe that I can do this. And, I didn't have an issue. And then in March, I think I became a diamond, and we created a group, the Team Cup, with Rhonda Race and Lori Stewart and Ashley Molstad, like all those names now. Back then we were just like, I mean, not that we were nobodies, but we were just, starting the business, and we were just starting to be excited about it. And, it was the first time I really surrounded myself with really successful people who wanted to get somewhere. And I think sometimes when you're trying to grow your business, you need to surround yourself with people like that. People, you're exchanging ideas with, you are constantly pushing your business forward. You're constantly, what did you do today? Did you message this person and that person? And, we came in 9th place, and I feel like that Team Cup experience really kind of pushed my business forward. And then Summit came up, and I remember we were in the nosebleed seats, and I just remember like Lori Stewart, she was holding my hand, and we said, we're going to be on that stage next year. And I'll be damned if we were not on that stage next year. I think she made Elite, and I got to 4-star, and eventually she became the number 3 coach in the country, and I think I ended up number 29 that year. And, now I am a 9-star coach, 2-star in my second business center. And I only say that because I feel like all of my diamonds are important. And when I only mention the first business center, I feel like I forget them, and I don't want to forget them because they are really just as important as the first business center people, because in fact they actually grow your business from a financial perspective. They allow you to grow laterally and create more business centers and stuff. And so this is 10 minutes long, which is kind of crazy. But so that is my story, and I can't wait to tell you more different aspects of it and parts of it. But Patrick Reelman is a friend of mine, and he's another elite coach, and he summed up this job very well in that he said that this is the greatest personal development course you'll ever take. And if you look at your career that way, you're kind of never going to get stuck by it. Because at every point, whether you're a new coach, whether you're a seasoned coach, whether you're a coach who has fallen off and trying to get back into it, you're going to be challenged. And it's really how you look at those challenges as to whether that all challenges really is just to show you exactly the amazing person you are and how you're going to get through it and how you're going to learn new stuff from it. And so hopefully this week I'll be able to show you how I've changed, how this business has changed. I can honestly tell you that for the past, I'd say 2 months, I am pretty much at peace with who I am as a person, as a leader. And I think eventually that's really all your team wants from you. They want you to be that rock. They want you to be that stable person. They want you to live your life unapologetically so that you give them the courage to do that themselves. So have a good Monday. I hope you kick ass. Make sure you have your to-do list of things you want to accomplish this week. Remember, if you don't write out things that you want to accomplish, they don't get done. So make that list. Don't be afraid to go after it. And look forward to spending the week with you.